Hey guys, welcome back to Movie Recap. Today I will tell you about a fantasy horror film called Horns. Just leave a like on this video, sit back and relax. Ignatius Ig Purish is the prime suspect when his girlfriend, Maren Williams, is murdered. Despite his declarations of innocence, he is shunned by the community. He visits his parents and brother, Terry, to hide from the press. After a vigil led by Maren's father, who believes Ig to be guilty, Ig gets drunk, urinates on Maren's memorial, and wakes up with a pair of horns protruding from his head. The horns have special powers that force people to tell Ig their darkest secrets and desires. At Ig's bidding, they act upon them. While seeing his doctor about getting the horns removed, Ig, under anesthesia, dreams of his childhood when he first met Maren. A young Ig and his friends play with cherry bombs. Ig risks a dangerous dare to win a cherry bomb and nearly drowns, but is saved by Lee Tourneau, his childhood friend, who is now a lawyer. He trades the cherry bomb with Lee in exchange for fixing Maren's broken necklace. Lee loses 2 fingers when the cherry bomb goes off accidentally. Ig and Maren bond over the fixed necklace and fall in love, frequenting a treehouse in the woods together. Ig visits his parents and, under the horn's power, his mother reveals she doesn't want him as her son and asks him to leave. His father tells him he is worthless without Maren, and his friend helps him burn down the lab where DNA tests were being conducted. As Ig heads to a bar, in the parking lot he goads the reporters into a brawl. He attempts to find evidence proving that he didn't kill Maren from people in the bar. Several people confess their deepest and darkest secrets, and the owner bartender burns down the building to collect the insurance. From one confession, Ig learns a new witness in the case is a waitress at the diner where Maren broke up with him the night she died. Ig finds her and discovers she has been fabricating her stories to become famous. When Ig talks to Terry, he learns that Terry drove Maren from the diner the night she died. When he touches Terry, Ig sees what happened that night. Maren left the car en route to her home and ran into the woods. Terry passed out in the car and woke up the next morning with a bloody rock in his hand, finding Maren dead under the treehouse. Afraid that he would be implicated, he fled. Infuriated, Ig assaults Terry until he is arrested by Officer Eric Hannity, who is another childhood friend. The next morning, Ig is released from jail with Lee's help. Ig notices Lee wearing Maren's cross necklace and questions him about it. Lee insists there are things about him and Maren that Ig never knew. Later that night, Ig realizes snakes are following him wherever he goes, and he uses them to exact vengeance against the waitress. Additionally, he gets Eric to act on his feelings for his police partner, who reciprocates his feelings and forces Terry to overdose on drugs, causing Terry to be tormented by memories of Maren's death. Ig meets Lee by the docks and pulls off Maren's necklace. Ig realizes Lee was unable to see Ig's horns because he was wearing Maren's cross necklace. Exposed to the horns, Lee falls under their influence and admits to killing Maren. In flashbacks, Lee was also in love with Maren and was deeply jealous of Ig throughout their childhood. Lee followed Maren into the woods, thinking that Maren had been sending him signals for a long time and that she had broken up with Ig to be with him. When Maren insisted that she loved Ig more than anyone in the world, Lee took advantage of her in a jealous rage and killed her with a rock, stole her necklace, and planted the bloody rock on Terry. In the ensuing confrontation, Lee overpowers him and lights him on fire in his car, causing Ig to drive into the bay. Lee claims that Ig confessed to the crime and committed suicide. The horns allow Ig to survive, horrifically burned and disfigured. Maren's father, who now believes Ig is innocent, gives Ig the key to Maren's lockbox. When Ig puts on Maren's cross, his body is restored and his horns disappear. In the box, he finds a note from Maren explaining she knew he was going to propose and she was dying from cancer and didn't want him to suffer, so she pushed him away under the pretense of loving someone else. Ig confronts Lee, who does not remember their earlier fight, and leads him into the woods where Maren was killed. Eric and Terry arrive to arrest Lee. Lee confesses to the murder, but then gleefully kills Eric and injures Terry. Ig tears off the necklace, sprouting a pair of wings and bursting into flame, transforming into a demonic monster. Despite Lee fatally wounding him, Ig impales Lee on one of his horns and telepathically forces a snake down Lee's throat, killing him. Saying that his vengeance was all-consuming, Ig dies from his injuries and his smoldering corpse turns to hardened ash, and he appears to be reunited with Maren in the afterlife. Thanks for watching. Please remember to leave a like on this video and hit that subscribe button. You can check out my other videos here.